A very warm welcome to all of you in the new video of the Green Future class, in which I'll cover the chapter The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost of class 9th NCERT Behind book. So, these are the lines of the poem's first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. The summary of the first stanza is, the poem begins as it was an autumn season, and poet was standing on a forest road which diverged into two. The problem that arose to the poet was that he had to choose any one of them, and he just couldn't choose both. And being a dweller of that road, he had to think about all the consequences of his choice. So he stood there and took a long while to decide which one to choose and the possible consequences of his choice. These are the lines of the poem's second stanza. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. So finally, after thinking for such a long while, poet came on to decision, and finally he chose the other one. And maybe because he had a better reason and a better claim behind it. He described the roads in following ways. The first road was described as grassy, and thus seeing it, anyone could decide that it was not travelled by much people. Whereas the second was worn out, and thus seeing it, it was very easy to guess that it was chosen by many people because it was worn out. In the image behind, we can see that poet has chosen the one road in that divergent of roads. Here is the stanza 3 of the poem. And both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Summary of stanza 3 is in following poem. Poet suddenly also realized that he was the first dweller of that day on those roads. He was well aware that one way leads on to another, and thus he could never come back to the point where the roads diverged or to the point from where he started. Even knowing after this, he had courage to move on the road of his desire. So finally, he stepped towards his desired route. The fourth stanza of the poem. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. In the fourth stanza, poet is happy and proud about the one different choice from others he made in his past. His thoughts and his words in the last paragraph give us a moral that it's not always necessary to be a follower of someone or move on the path decided by someone for you, because cowards follow and brave ones lead and make their path on their own. So be a leader and be different. I hope this video would have helped you out. Thank you. Bibliography, Google Images, credits Kashish Mishra and other Green Future team members. Keep on liking, sharing and subscribing my video and motivating me. Thank you once again.